Evening, Tom Barter, Planning Operations Section Chief for the Cameron Peak Fire, and this is your evening update for Thursday, August 27th. First, we'll talk a little bit about fire behavior on the fire today. Fire was fairly quiet, little bit of growth up on the north end. That would be about the most active part of the fire today, but really fairly quiet considering the size of the fire today. You may have noticed today a little bit of moisture come through town, some storms around. Unfortunately, we didn't receive any word that the precip did hit the fire. We think some hit some around it, but as far as we know, we've got no reports of actually any precip on the fire itself. We'll start with Division Alpha Zulu, which is along the Laramie River Road here, and they will continue to monitor the fire as it works its way slowly to the north up both sides. All the structures are prepped along the Laramie River Road up to Stub Creek at DP 100. They are continuing to do some structure assessment and protection up to about DP 22, also four corners along the Laramie River Road. Division Foxtrot today still continue to work this indirect piece of line out through here. Again, connecting clear cuts and meadows and using some existing old roads to put a line in here right across the top. Using heavy equipment, machinery, and some hand crews in there. Division LIMA, still the same thing. It's been the last couple of days using heavy equipment, machinery, logging equipment to work their way, putting a line here across forest here and through the back of the Crystal Lake community and down to DP 200. Also brushing out the Dead Man Road, the 86 road here, using some machinery and some equipment there to brush that out, clean that out, and make it a little wider, just as another contingency should we need it. Division Romeo, their prep work is done along the Dead Man Road and down the Manhattan Road to Highway 14. The road has been cleared. They've got dozer line that's been prepped. The road's been prepped. They've also got some contingency dozer lines in there that they've used, and they continue to widen their line, continue to prep it, and continue to look for other contingency lines and other structures as they reinforce that line. Division uniform, the Pingree Park Road is prepped. A structure group should be done finishing assessing and mitigating any structures along the Pingree Park Road out to Highway 14. They should hopefully have that done this evening. Also still cleaning up and widening the Crown Point Road here and working up to Dad's Gulch across the dozer line and a hand line that goes down to Highway 14. That line is completed. They're just strengthening that line and making it a little wider and cleaning it up in areas. And down in Division Victor, same story there. Still looking for places where we can pull this line or bring it up to a transition change in your vegetation here where it gets above timberline and some tundra. Still looking for those access points. It's pretty rough, rugged terrain in there. It's a long ways, so they're still assessing that and seeing where we might be able to pull that in to try to connect the dots, if you will, in here. Same thing here in Division Whiskey Victor. Victor is here on the park and looking for a place from the division break here on Division Whiskey of ways to pull a line should we need it if this fire continues to creep to the south, of a way to connect that up to some higher terrain and a transition in vegetation of where we think we can stop the progression of the fire. Also here in this right around Division Break in the state park, looking for some other opportunities or scout line location where we can be able to do that. And that is your update for August 27th.